Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age Hunts. We're getting close to the end. This batch will be picking up all but Fafnir and Pylraster. Pylraster? It's a weird hunt name. Because those two hunts are very high level. Those are the final two normal hunts available in the game. They are both, I think it's like 62 and 68 are the levels for those, which is quite a bit of a jump from like 48 that this one is. But regardless, we're going to pick up all the ones prior to that, so let's get underway here. Rare Mutant Abyss. Right here on the deck of the airship. Well, that's an awfully interesting place. Where is it at, though? Ah, it is in the aerodrome. I have no idea why it opened the world map like this. In fact, why is it showing aerodrome instead of Rabanaster? I don't know, but that's okay. A mutant goggle. Everything's a mutant, apparently. Alright, that was a slightly creepy posting. That one's in Bujurba. I've not been to Bujurba in a long time. In fact, we've never actually fully explored Bujurba either. This is a Mind Flayer type enemy. I think they all just have question marks. I don't really know why, but... This matter is grave. See that you treat it so. You're not my dad. That was at Mount Baramises. Freaking variety of locations this time. This was gonna be in the Iriut village. Yep, you could tell because Vieira and their whole looking outward for aid thing. I must avenge his honor, brother. Yeah, Jahara. And the final two we will not be accepting now. Those two will have their own separate video, or videos, depending. It'll be a bit before we do that. But first, we're going to do the one that's in the aerodrome, which is this one. Which is conveniently in Rabanaster, despite the fact that it refuses to open the Rabanaster map and instead opens a world map with an aerodrome on it that is otherwise inaccessible, but details. In fact, I'll show you the world map. There you go, it's a Rabanaster. There's no aerodrome. You cannot click on the aerodrome on the world map. I don't have the faintest idea what's going on there, but regardless, I'll see you guys at the aerodrome. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just walk there with you. It's in the same city, me. It'll take like freaking 10 seconds to get there. Jeez. Don't actually count in the comments, because I'm pretty sure it'll be longer than 10 seconds, if only just because load times, but still. This game's pretty good with the load times, which is great. I mean, it's to be expected. It is a PS2 game, so it's optimized to load off of a disc, so the load times in themselves are going to be pretty quick. But still. So someone here wishes to speak with me. Was it just Traveler? I don't know. Let's check our clan primer again real quick. It was this one. A Traveler in the aerodrome. Well, you're a Traveler. Wow, you're positively filthy. Arcadians are so rude. I'm very confused. If you can find Deathgaze, I win. If not, Mother wins. $100 black chocobos. What? He's like 10 years old and you're buying him an airship? And why does this guy keep saying that? I'll tell you as soon as I learn anything. Now clearly it's on an airship, and these people are Arcadian, and they're here. So logically, one might say, hey, let's take the flight to Arcades, as that is likely the location that they came from. I didn't mean to click the private cabin one. No, I've ruined it. I've ruined it. So that's what happens when you take private cabin, by the way. So, actually, no, they came from Arcades to Rabanastre, so this may actually be good. So we're in Arcades, we're going to go to Rabanastre, we're going to go via Leisure Craft. Because if you go private cabin, it just instantly dumps you out in the next city instead of being able to traverse the airship. This cutscene is skippable, thankfully, because otherwise it takes forever. Your captain for our voyage is Mr. Aran with Mr. Rawl as first officer. Cabins available, blah blah blah. This is a generic message that they all say about cabins. We desire to be out on the deck. Is there a worm here? I don't see a worm. I see no worm. Hello, innocent girl. What if I fall? Hey, no pushing. Oh, the sign right there. I was like, what the heck is it on about? Please remain behind railing at all times. Well, if you say so. I see no worm here, though. This little girl was staring at the sky. Hello. Alright, well. It was probably the airship from Rabanastre to Arcades that I screwed up. So, before I cut the video here and try and find out what the heck to do, let's go ahead and talk to this lady who's gonna say bollocks about Rand. We're going to ignore Rand because that is a optional quest you can take on that will have its own video, so I'm not going to trigger it or anything. Until you ask about Rand, that will occur every time you ride an airship and speak with her. It'll be the same conversation, I'm fairly sure. Until you trigger it, and then there's a series of events that you have to do. There's a lot of airship riding, basically, is all that quest is, but still. Alright, we're gonna ride the airship from here. Hey, let's talk to the kid real quick, see if he says anything. I doubt it, but... I see it sometimes when riding the airships. I didn't see it the last time, though. Well, neither did I, and I was on the airship, so... Maybe it's any airship. Maybe it's just random chance that it'll, spawn on an airship ride. Yes, whichever you choose, I know. I went by private cabin again! I'll be back. Which flight you take, because it is a random chance. Now the way it works is when you first start, when you first pick up the hunt and talk to the kid, it has a 4% chance of spawning every time you take a flight. However, that percentage doubles every time you take a flight and then talk to the kid again at the airport, at the aerodrome. So you can take a flight, talk to the kid, 8%, 16, 32, and then it caps out at 64%, wherein he will say that he saw it recently, or something along the lines of he saw it recently, but you might be able to catch it if you hurry. That is the last thing he will say. So at that point you have your highest percentage chance of catching it. It is still only 64 though. So there is the possibility of not getting the hunt when you go out onto the deck, which is potential. It appears to have occurred here, unfortunately, because by golly, there's most certainly not a hunt here. So these two are fighting with each other, but that's irrelevant. So unfortunately, the hunt did not spawn. There's a chocobo over here for some reason. which means that we get to go down to the cabin, request a thing, sleep. This freaking hunt is awful, and then get another airship ride and see if it spawns. So that's basically what I've been doing. Taking airship rides and hating my life is essentially all I've been doing so far. Yes, I would like a cabin. I will see you guys when the hunt actually finally spawns, because I don't really want to put you guys through this repeatedly until it actually does spawn, so I'll save you guys the hassle. Here we go. It has spawned. We will volunteer to fight it because Deathgaze is attacking our ship. There it is out there, in fact. Kill it for me, I don't want to die. What do you guys say during this? What about you, my Imperial friend? If I only had the strength. Out we go. I didn't realize we actually got an announcement when we got on the airship when the hunt spawned. I thought we had to go out there to find it, but I suppose it makes sense that it tells you that the hunt has spawned. These guys are not having a great time over here. Now when you step out here, it will not immediately aggro. I'm pretty sure it's up top, so you can use this time to cast buffs on yourself if you need to. There it is. There's good old Deathgaze. Starts with a bajillion debuffs and is actually a fairly difficult enemy. So do give it, you know, some care. So it immediately made itself immune to physical damage. Now what you can do in this fight, and I don't know if we can, I don't know if we have the ability to. I actually don't remember who, like what type of magic is that? Is it time magic? Do we even have it? We may not even have it. Let's do a quick check, real quick. So is it in here at all? Surely it would be time magic if anything, right? Our time mage is Pinello. Flex, slow, warp. Or is it not time magic? Is it green magic then? Or am I missing something? Oh, there it is. So we don't have it. That's kind of unfortunate. We might have a reverse mode. Do those exist in this game? Let's find out, because this is a comical way to kill it. We do indeed. Oh. Curious. So what I'm thinking here is, I don't think we have the proper white magic for it. We don't. Unfortunately, we're missing like basically all the pieces for this, which makes me a little bit sad. Yeah, we don't have it. So what you can do, because the boss makes himself immune to physical damage right at the start, you can cast Reverse on the boss, and then cast Renew on the boss. And that will drop the boss's HP, or Deathgaze's HP to 1, and then you can cast a simple Cure, and that will immediately kill Deathgaze. The fact that that works is entertaining to me, to say the least, but because we do not have those, I'm going to attempt to show it the normal way that you're intended to fight it. It is killing itself slowly. I forgot its normal attack causes disease. Don't worry, I bought a bunch of serums. Everything's okay. It's there's somewhere. I still need to sort this inventory somewhere. I should add someone else to it, but what is it on Ash that's causing that reflected damage? Or is something else doing damage? Or is he just killing himself? It seems that he's just killing himself. So this is basically how this fight is intended to go. Of course, you know, throw in black magic as well, of course, because that's, you know, why wouldn't you do that? Considering he's actually immune to physical damage, we should turn this back on. Assuming it doesn't get Ash killed, it's much better to cast Flare than do nothing. There we go. No longer immune to physical damage, so we can burn him down normally. Now at this point, about 50% health, I believe his attacks very slightly change. In that he should start applying status ailments to us, if I recall correctly. Seems to be quite intent on just eating people at the moment. He's supposed to cast a lot of status ailments. He does not seem to be willing to do that, though, which is making this quite a bit easier. So when he hits critical health, he will do Restore, and then change his attacks again. I believe at this point he casts entirely magic. Yeah, there we go. So he should be casting basically almost entirely magic, but seems to be attacking right now. I think he'll only do Restore once. It's not Renew, thankfully. If he had Renew, this fight would be much more difficult. He also does Reverse on himself, as you've noticed here. So at this point, we turn off everybody's gambits because otherwise we will heal the boss to full by just cast Faith on yourself. I think she already has Faith, so we don't need to do that. And at this point, we're just going to start casting Curaja. Now you can do what we did with another fight, where you put Reflect on all of your party members. In fact, I'm actually going to do that because that'll make this much easier. And then just cast Curaja on yourself and reflect it to him. He does use Sap, so it is a thing to bear in mind. In fact, we may not even need the Faith. I don't think it'll... If we're doing it this way, I don't think we need the Faith. Because this very well may kill him entirely. He's made himself immune to magic. No. My plan has failed. That's unfortunate. I didn't do it in time. Oh well. That's Scourge, by the way. There's the status ailments I was looking for. So, what do we do here? Well, obviously we need to get rid of that disease. It's about all we really need to get rid of. Let's give a Serum to Vaughn. Now we still have Reflect, so... Well, our party's about to die, so I suppose it's irrelevant. Let's take this 2 out real quick. Let Ash kill herself. Bring in this group of people. So he no longer has Reverse at this point, so it doesn't really matter that he's immune to physical, or sorry, immune to magic, if he even still is. We can just burn his health down. If you're curious, not exactly the... He seems to be immune to Althea for some reason. Not exactly the easiest method of killing him. The easiest method is to cast Reverse, Renew, Cure. It's the whole fight if you have that. You can kill him before he does anything. It's actually great. We'll redouble our training. You better. Now, you obviously do get an achievement for that. In the original version, you got a little thing that went in the straw. We don't have that. It used to be here, I think. Or maybe it was on the main menu there, I'm not sure, but that is not in this version. Instead, you just get regular PlayStation trophies. Which is kind of boring. I kind of liked having the straw room with all the collectibles in it and stuff like that. That was kind of neat. Not a big deal, though. Anyway, that's that hunt done. You've done us a great service this day. You'll be staying in cabin A20. If you find it to your liking. It better be to my liking. I'm killing all of y'all. Not actually. So it'll dump us out of the aerodrome, and conveniently the Hunt Giver. Maybe that's why it opened the world map. It just said Aerodrome, whatever. Because he is in every aerodrome in the game, so I suppose that would be logical to do it that way. I always forget where he is in this airport. Whatever, man. Not over here. Did I miss him? Is he on this side and I'm blind? Ah, there they are. I'll buy you that airship. I wish someone would buy me an airship. When I was 10. What is this family? Not much, but it'll have to do. He is in fact correct that it is not much, unfortunately. I'll be the only one at Academy with his own airship. Oh, Richie McRich over here. Father wouldn't change the world for that. Anyway, so that's that hunt. Our next hunt, I will touch a save point before our next hunt, of course. I'll need half the party being dead for no reason. Our next hunt is this one, over in Buzurba, so I will see you there unless I'm already in Buzurba. I don't actually know where I am. We're not, we're in Nalbina. Alright, well, see you guys there. Here we are in Buzurba, near our Hunt Giver, which I think is possibly that guy, but it might also be the person over there. What's your name? It's probably you, considering you have an actual name. I posted that bill many years ago, it seems. Why, you're like 10. Why are you posting bills? Diabolos is a Raxus of much notoriety here, known to all of our people. All our people, there's not an of there. He lives deep within the Lusu mines. Once long ago, many of the children of our city went missing. Only children wearing hats were taken, and so from the day forth, no child in our city will wear one, except for you, apparently. You will be the one to defeat him. This kid is very suspicious. Why do they talk like they're not a kid? Why do they wear a hat when they know this? Why are they in this weird tunnel with a gate blocking them? I don't understand. Anyway, it's in the Lusu mines somewhere. It's deep in the mines, but that doesn't really narrow it down much. It said something about hats. But I don't know if we're going to be required to wear a hat or anything like that. So it's over there. It's quite clearly on a part of the map that I don't know exists, so this is moderately interesting. Let's go ahead and make our way that way then, I suppose. It won't be much of a run if I had the Lusu mines set up the way I should, which is a possibility that I don't, but we'll see. Because at this point, you should have access to the minecart in order to quickly traverse to that part of the mines. If you don't, I'm curious about you, but it's also possible you just don't have it set up properly, so. We're about to see if I have it set up properly. Let's go ahead and quad speed it, because we gotta make our way through here. It's, I don't think it matters which way we go through here. Oh yeah, they don't have their gambits. I forgot I turned their gambits off. Everyone else has gambits on? I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point. Not a big deal either way. Ow, there's a skull defender here. Now, unfortunately, because I'm an idiot, you might notice there's no minecart here. That's because I'm an idiot, as I've just mentioned. The minecart, when you get in it, allows you to ignore going through areas like this and instead very quickly traverse your way over to here. I'm an idiot though, so we gotta manually walk here. It's still not a very far walk anyway, it doesn't matter. Since we have all the gates open and everything, it's no big deal. Plus we can touch this to regenerate any lost HP or MP that we happen to use on the way. This is Gilgamesh's bridge, so there's nothing on it. We will fight Gilgamesh, do not worry, and I will mention the important things when we do fight him. What level are you? 43, okay. So how do we get... Someone leveled, I don't know who. Penelo, apparently. How do we get to the hunt? Ash cancels decoy. Stop worrying about decoy. It's not a big deal. Now there is a gate here that was blocked. I forgot these cannibalize. Do we have the key to go through here though? Oh, she must have just given me the key and I wasn't paying attention. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? We need this key to do the Gilgamesh fight anyway, I think. So, it is important that we got it. Ow, Penelo, why? I should really use float more often, but I'm just so lazy about it, you know? I hate having to cast even more buffs. Oh, Penelo's blind. That doesn't really matter though, because that's just Penelo. Now it should be, yep, there it is. It's over there. There he is. You can tell because it's on fire. Usually a good sign that Diabolos is near is when, you know, a flaming creature is floating around. Only starts with protect. He's guarding an Orochi. Now I don't remember anything about this fight. Apart from the fact that it apparently knows Scourge. That's good to know, I guess. Or just beat it to death. It does not appear to have very much health, which is good. It does, however, know Curse. This is unfortunate because Curse applies a bunch of status ailments that are awful and that I wish really didn't exist, and it apparently knows how to spam it. Ash has a thing that I'm going to get rid of before we do anything with Bosch, because it doesn't matter if Bosch has disease. And then we'll get rid of Bosch's disease. I hate that this is how you get rid of them. I should really set up a gambit for this, because this is going to be a recurring problem, actually. So we'll just set it up real quick. Live on camera. Has nothing to do with this hunt, but that's alright. I guess technically it has something to do with this hunt, but you know what I mean. Just put it above the heal, because heal doesn't matter if disease is up. I should actually move Penelo away. Just try and keep her away from the party so that there's zero chance that she'll get hit with Force Barrier. That's a bit rude. Well, Ash is still casting flares, so it doesn't matter too much. Just so that there's no chance she'll get hit by Curse, we just want to keep her away from people so that she can deal with it as needed. Oh my god. Ow. Don't stab me, that's rude. Apparently when he reaches critical health, he combos a lot. He appears to get CT0. He's no longer immune. No, he is still immune to physical, never mind. So he hits really hard and really fast when he gets critical health, as you can see. He will actually kill Penelo if he gets a chance. He doesn't seem... Oh no, there's Curse. I was gonna say, he doesn't seem to cast Curse anymore. Oh my god, he actually straight up killed Ash. That's a problem, obviously. Because if he starts attacking Pinello, he will kill Pinello. He will kill Bosch too. In fact, he'll kill everyone, apparently. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Because our healer is now confused. Our healer is no longer confused. It's still, oh, or confused again. It's still immune to physical, it seems. It's still casting Curse, unfortunately. You know what, Bosch? You don't have an EMP. I see a problem. Please stop confusing me. It's rude. Alright, Ash, you have a priority? Your priority is casting Flare on it because it has no health and I really need it to die. Thank you. That was a bit sloppy, to say the least. Doesn't matter though, we killed it. Now before we leave this area, because this is another area that I will not have a separate video for exploration, before we leave the area, see if I can get to it. I don't actually know if I can get to it before I get the hunt for it. Well, we'll find out. It's not very far if we can get to it, so. A golden skull cap. My god. Plus, before we leave, sorry. We need to open up this path. Because this has a gate blocking it off. And obviously it would be much better if we could just simply go to here instead of having to go around like that, so. Before you leave, you definitely want to do this. It'll make the Gilgamesh hunt easier as well. Anyway, let's continue our journey this way. I don't think it's very far up here, but I might actually cut the video anyway. Lovely, these 44. I think it'll be 44 through the rest of this area. Not mistaken. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. Opens up that gate for us so we can actually continue. I don't really know why that gate's closed. It doesn't serve any purpose to close it. Because it's the direction you have to go anyway, but you know. I guess it saves you the hassle of going through here. But like, I don't know. Why does that matter necessarily? I'm not sure. Who knows? I guess I forgot about those things. I don't think they're very high level. 59. I was mistaken. I guess it'll just be these two hunts. Ow. Cool, that's a thing. Alright. Maybe we won't go through this area quite yet. The reason I wanted to go through this area is because there is a treasure right at the end of it that I actually wanted. Maybe we can speed through it. I'm pretty sure it's not what's on this bridge, but I do want what's on this bridge. You know what actually? Fran, do you have float? No. So what we'll do is we'll just do this. Get Pinello back up, and then have Pinello cast float. There we go. We gotta be quick about this. We've obtained the Dragon Whisker. That's not the loot I was looking for, interested in, but can we even get through here without dying? Because the Abystials are here. Those are relatively scary. I don't know, can we kill Abystials? We should be able to, but not in big groups, as you can see. They are rather dangerous. We killed one, we've done it. We've evolved, it's immune to something. It's immune to fucking Balthier, of course it is. Everything's immune to Balthier. Why wouldn't they be immune? Oh. Everyone's dead but Vaughn. It's a wee bit of a predicament there, isn't it? There's bombs on this bridge now. I forgot those spawned. Well, you know. I'm just gonna cut the video here. Next time we'll do some more hunts. I really want the loot here, but I don't think I'm getting it yet. I actually forgot we still need to turn the hunt in, so ignore the part where I said next time we'll do stuff, because now we're doing stuff. We're turning a hunt in, and then we're doing stuff next time. We got priorities, you know? Anyway, hello. I've killed your Diabolos. We got a demon shield, a Zeus mace, some gil that is essentially worthless, and the children arrive. These are not regular children, something is weird. I knew it. Suspicious children. She thinks I'm tired. Anyway. That'll be it for this video. Next time, we'll do some more hunts.